Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video in regards to a piece of power equipment, so I thought I would make a video about my pressure washer. This is a Yamaha PW 4040 gasoline powered pressure washer. It is extremely heavy duty, high powered, and actually probably more meant for commercial use than home use. I bought this because I wanted to have a pressure washer strong enough to reach the second story of my house without having to get on ladders and stuff, and without having to use ridiculous extension poles, and this one will definitely do the job. It's got a Yamaha MZ 360 series motor. I believe it's 357 cc's. Very, very strong motor. Supposed to be extremely reliable. Pressure washer itself has a couple of nice features. Fuel shut off, very important to run this out of fuel so you don't gum up your carburetor with this crappy ethanol they're putting in everything. It's got a nice big air box with an element filter in there. The choke is here. Set the choke to start, give it a pull, give it a second, flip it back over to run, and she'll run. Start switch right over here. And then this little device here is an auto idler. So when you pull the trigger on the gun, this thing's at full throttle, ready to rock and roll. But as soon as you release the trigger, it automatically idles itself down to an idle state to save wear and tear on the engine, the pump, and saving fuel. Now the pump itself is a cat pump, and you can probably see the model number right there. It's a liquid fed pump. Or, I'm sorry, it's an oil lubricated pump, of course, and then a nice oil lubrication window right there in the front. The hose goes on by a standard connector, and then the pressure hose goes on by a quick connect, both on this part and on the back of the gun. The pressure hose itself is about 50 feet long. It's gray in color, as you can see here, and it's rated for 4,200 psi. The tires on this are of a run flat variety. I think they're foam filled, so they never go flat. You don't have to worry about flat tires, which is nice, because my other pressure washer, I had that problem quite often. Down here's your oil level. Now I would recommend tilting this to the side to check it, because once you open this, it does leak a little bit. As you can see, I haven't wiped it up. I apologize for that mess. And a decent size fuel capacity on this, although I'm not sure what size tank this is, maybe 1.5 gallons. Nice big filler with a filter in there for pre-debris catching. Kind of just snap that back on. The gun itself is heavy duty. It's got an extra handle on it to you use to hold on to, and if you screw that handle counterclockwise, that shifts around to change your position. The gun is two-piece, using a nut here to hold that on. And the one thing that I think is weird about this is it has this adjustable tip, so you can click it that way or that way, and they're supposed to be able to help you get down inside different areas. But as soon as you press the trigger on this, unless you're extremely strong, it kind of blows it around. So I just leave it right in the same spot there. Definitely a very powerful pressure washer. So I'm going to go ahead and try to start this. I did start it a little while earlier, and it's been sitting, so it actually shouldn't need to choke, but I'll try choke, and we'll see if we can get her to go. The water's already turned on to this, and I'll see if I can show you the idle up and idle down feature by pressing the trigger. So let's see if we can get it to go. I probably don't need that choke, like I said, but I'm going to do it because I want you guys to see it. So, first step, turn it on. Next step, start. Fuel's on. And when starting this, you have to press the trigger on the gun to relieve the pressure. choke wasn't even necessary, but it does work. And it's always started on the first pull. So I'll come back with another video of this thing running and washing, but I wanted to give a nice introductory video at this point. Alright, so that's a quick wash of the front of the garage. A couple things that you can take away from this video. First of all, powerful, 4,000 PSI. This has happened to me a couple times. It's not a huge deal, just put them back in, but you know, you got to watch the direction of your water, because anything that gets up under there and pull those panels loose. It'll take me 2 minutes to fix that. Another thing, see this here? This is like a mildew that grows on vinyl siding. I have no clue why, but it'll get 90% of it off without the use of chemicals. I normally spray the house down with the cleaner spray, with the pump sprayer, before I do this. See how it gets, but you can wipe off the residue with your finger once you're done. But it does help to get it a little bit cleaner. Heavy staining. I never painted this garage door, so this is a heavy stain that's been on this door since I've had it. It's not going to take that off. You have to paint over that. I did get kind of close on a couple spots, but it didn't rip any paint off, which is a good thing. And in general, it did get it pretty clean. Like I said, I'll go back over it with the spray off camera, and when I'm ready to pressure wash this, I'll make sure it's good. Concrete, got some stains on it from working on cars and spilling oil and things like that. A little bit of rust stain over there. I think that's actually some stain that my wife spilled that I didn't know about, so it kind of sat into the concrete. But once again, a little bit of cleaner. Pressure washer will take it off. But all around, pretty good pressure washer. When I bought this, it was what, 4 years ago, I think. It was a lot of money. It was like $800. I think the same pressure washer now, which has remained unchanged, is like $1,100 and some dollars. So like I said, more of a rental unit than a consumer unit. I know if you go on Yamaha's website, you'll see that they clean heavy equipment with these things, bulldozers and all kind of stuff. So is this more pressure washer than I need for here? Maybe. But like I said, I want to get up to that 2-second story without having to climb ladders, and this will do that, especially if you put a 4,000 PSI second story nozzle on there. Two things I forgot to mention in the first part of the video. It comes with this clip that holds your nozzles, so unfortunately that's a soap nozzle there. I don't know, you can clip it on the top of the gun, so it's designed to clip on right up here. I find that that's just useless. It pops right off. So you can clip it on the belt, carry the extra nozzles around if you're really going far distances, you know, and don't want to walk back. I just keep it on here. And then another thing I forgot to mention is that this handle folds. You pull this, pull this, and this folds down for storage. And I forgot to mention that last time. Nice sticker in here talking about the quick start, and it's nice in here. It shouldn't get damaged. Go ahead and pull that out. Lock that in place. Here's your pickup tube for chemicals. I had to make a repair on it. I think it touched the muffler or something at one point and melted. And then another thing real quick, here's the solenoid here that controls the idle. It's part of the cat pump. Nice big exhaust, heat cover, spark plug's easy to get to, it's right there. I have had to take the carburetor off this thing to clean it one time. If you need to take it off, you remove 2 screws, air box comes off, pull the filter element out. On the inside there are 2 nuts and a bolt down here that come out. Pull the breather tube, and this whole air box comes off, giving you full access to the carburetor. The carburetor at that point will just slide right off the unit, and you can disconnect the linkage and the throttle tensioner and clean the carburetor. So anyway, this is just a general quick video overview and example washing of this pressure washer. the Yamaha PW 4040. In my opinion, an excellent machine. If anybody has any questions, feel free to shoot them my way. Hope everybody's staying safe and doing well during this COVID-19 stuff. I hope everybody's families are doing okay, and if your job or business has been impacted, I hope and pray that you guys are back to normal soon. Other than that, that's all I have. Have a good day, folks.